data science has pretty much two angles you can play with, right? If you have a sufficiently diverse history, you can compute expected values, and that allows for guidance to decisions. If you can assign an expected value to a decision, it makes just making decisions easier. The other angle is running experiments, all kind of classic test control type experiments. Whenever you want to measure any kind of performance, any initiative, you need a fair way of measuring success or failure, and how you use data to kind of construct those measurements. That's another kind of angle data science can ultimately provide. The key thing always comes down to data, and this organization's goal is to gather kind of all the data that's relevant to the state of Virginia, put in a central hub, and as you do that, these capabilities expand. You have more ability to use history, make predictions, compute expected values, and the ability to better understand the impact of initiatives through measurement. So from a data science perspective, there's core is the languages. There's Python, SQL. SQL allows us to kind of extract data from databases, any kind of structured query language. That's how we get data, how we see data, how we manipulate data. Python is more general programming language. In data science, you use it just for, most models are kind of, it's the implementation of models is done through the Python language. And then setting up any kind of sophisticated data pipelines that require like timing or complicated manipulation of data, Python also sometimes is easier than SQL. And then the big thing is Azure, which is the cloud environment that we use to kind of store data, and then compute power we also get from Azure. And then there's also a bunch of Azure products and services that we utilize to just kind of make life easier and expand our capabilities. So I think the projects I'm working on that are highlighted, or I would like to highlight, are one is just the setup of general ML capabilities. So that requires, within the Azure environment to basically have the ability to take in data, learn from that data, develop the model, and then also deploy that model. And that framework, since we're still kind of early days as an organization, needs to be established before we can ultimately deliver meaningful work. And then specifically, a very interesting one that I've just started is studying demographics, particularly changing and aging of demographics and the potential economic implications for the state. And even that, if we can even highlight if there's some positive aspects of our demographics, we can use that to maybe help bring in businesses and more economic opportunities to the state as somewhat of like a selling point, if you would. So I think there's both in just kind of better understanding the future so you can make better decisions, and then even providing valuable information that can help other organizations partner with us and ultimately kind of drive value for them and value for the state as well.